Hello, are you okay? Arms blast for Monday morning. So you want your weights, resistance band. I'm going to use my small loop band, but if you wanted to use a longer resistance band, you can. They both work in the same way for the exercises we're going to do today. I'm going to aim to show you 3 different ways to work the same part of the body. One using the weights, one using the band, and one using yourself. That's my aim. Hopefully that will all go to plan. I'm just going to check you can see me nice and clear. Yes, you can, so we're all good. So let's pop the timer on. There we go. So we're going to start with a chest press. Nice and steady, using the weights to start. So we're going to lie it down, weight in each arm. Abs in, nice flat back. Timer on. Weights are going to turn in towards each other. We're going to press up and down, turn the weights towards the knees, up and down. So the elbows are out at shoulder height. So we're keeping that move just nice and steady. Lifting the weights. Thinking about the muscles in the chest, shoulders down on the mat. Keeping that smooth. Abs are in, backs pulled down. Just had the feeling then that I hadn't actually pressed the start button on the timer, but I have, so we're fine. Last one. Pop those weights down for a moment, grab a hold of your band. So we're going to start, same move, but we're going to pull out on the band and bring it up. So pull out and up. So if you've got a longer band, just get a nice firm hold of it. So you want it about shoulder width apart. And then we pull down. So we're still working into the chest. It's just that the area of work is a different point. So when we've got the weights, the work is very much pushing up. When we've got the band, the work is very much pulling down. Let's keep that going. Nice and steady. One more. So now just our body weight. So that's our press up to work the chest. So pop yourself over. Hands in. We'll stay in a nice box. So knees under the hips, hands onto the shoulders. Shoulders nice and strong. Elbows go back, about a 45-degree angle. Weight is on those arms. Squeezing into that chest. Keeping that going. Nice and strong. Last one. So on to triceps. So bring your weights in. We'll stay in this box position. So nice box position. We're going to lift elbows to waist, push and squeeze the tricep and down. Push and squeeze the tricep and down. The elbow comes up, locks into the side. And there are like seriously so many ways to work your triceps. And it really is a muscle that we actually don't use as much as we should. So it is good to give it a workout. Biceps get used a lot, triceps not as much. I do a lot of tricep work, so we do get it in. Let's keep that going. One more each side. So we're going to pop those down. We're going to grab our band. Legs out in front. We're going to pop it round our feet. Holding on. And we're going to squeeze the shoulders and squeeze the triceps back as we roll. So back nice and straight, abs in. Squeeze the triceps, squeeze into the shoulders. So shorter your band or the harder your resistance, the harder you work on this one. So keep that going. And then we've got our body weight, we show a single tricep press up. Now we have to do a single side. It's actually the easiest way to get the tricep to work. Last one. If we're doing it just with body weight, which is to bring it down. That arm underneath and out. Push up, squeeze into that tricep and lower. So we keep this top leg nice and straight. So we've got body weight, weights and arms. So keep that going. Do like a single arm tricep press up. It is a nice move. Might just be me who thinks that, but really, really isolates that muscle that you want. Can do it anywhere. Last one. Pop over onto the other side. So pop that arm under. So again, if you straighten out that top leg, you can kind of use it. It's a little bit of a counterweight. You push it out. Does make it a little bit easier if you keep it bent. Again, we're squeezing into that tricep. Keep the other arm out of the way. I was teaching the other night, and so many people have this arm in the way. It's like, no, we're not using that arm. We're using this arm. This is the arm doing the work. Get the other one out of the way. So keep that going. Going to do one more triceps with the weights. So tricep, shoulder crush, which we all know, skull crusher, abs in, weights up, bringing it down and pushing it up. So shoulder to elbow nice and still. We bend and really work. From that tricep. Last one. Now we're going to pop a little bit further down. We're going to go into your upper back. So this is hard with a heavy weight. You're going to turn your palms forward. We're going to lower back as far as we can go. And then lift up. And as we lift, I want you to pull right down the upper back. So pull down the upper back to lift that arm. So don't go too far down, make sure you only go as far that you can pull back up again, yeah? Abs are in. Squeeze through the shoulder. You want to almost feel like you're squeezing from the shoulder right down towards the hips, down those back muscles. Last one. Bring it up. grab a hold of your band. So band's a little bit easier to work the lat muscles. And take it up. We're going to pull out and wide down the back. So I want you to squeeze right down the back. So again, if you've got a long band, we're just getting a nice firm hold. Abs are in, back's nice and straight, and really squeeze down. So a band's one way. You can get some work into those lat muscles, which are really hard to work into if you've not got like a lat pull down machine. Last one. Bring it down, lying position. Arms are going to go out. Squeeze your abs to your bum, give it a little lift. We're going to pull back and out. So you're going to lift, squeeze the muscles in the back down as we bring those arms round. We're going to check that neck stays nicely in line. Pull the abs in. One more. Now we're going to work right into the shoulders, in between the shoulder blades. So bring it onto all fours. We're going to stay with body weight to start. Abs in, back nice and straight. We're going to squeeze your shoulders together. Little pinch press. And then lift and separate the shoulder blades. So squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pinch press. And lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, pinch press. So we're not lowering on the arms, we're squeezing into those shoulder blades. Squeezing in. Squeezing in. So abs are in, back straight, and we're really just thinking right in between those shoulder blades. One more. Going to grab a hold of your band, sit yourself up. Palms up, elbows tucked in. We're going to pull out and in. So again, tiny move, and we're squeezing right in between the shoulder blades. So right in between. Squeeze in between. So dumb waiter. Move. Squeeze in between. Tiny move. Shoulders are down away from the ears. We're squeezing right into that back. Keep it steady. Last one. Just going to grab those weights. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to come this way because I'm going to bring it onto all fours. I'm going to go this way, you can see the lift. So again, we're going to squeeze just into one shoulder blade. So we stay with straight arm. Squeeze that shoulder blade. So the rest of the body doesn't move. Just lifting by lifting that shoulder blade up and into the middle. Don't tense the shoulders. Last one. And then we'll just, because we haven't worked the biceps yet, Let's have a little bicep workout. So just bring them in, curl up. Keep that going. Don't like to leave the biceps out. Nice straight back, sitting nice and tall. And you are all done. Thanks very much for joining me for that. I'll be back with a 30-30. Take care. Shake out those arms. Bye.